At last!
Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Gammo here, and welcome back for a new round of Warhammer 40k Eternal Crusade. And this here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is my first real round and real game, I would say, after the latest patch, which arrived on, let me lie, the 14th of April, and today is the 19th. So yeah, 5 days ago the patch arrived, and yeah, this is my first game. But previously, as you probably noticed, I hope you noticed that, I did a small announcement, because in the previous patch it was more or less impossible for me to play or to record, simply because on the bottom of the left corner you see my PC rank. And the biggest issue at the moment for me with Eternal Crusade is that I'm using an AMD CPU. And everybody who uses an AMD CPU, or maybe even an AMD GPU, will probably have maybe not similar issues, but familiar issues. They will, let's say, know what I'm talking about. But anyway, so because in the previous patch it was more or less impossible for me to play, because my FPS dropped below 15 most of the time, and it wasn't even constant there, because sometimes it was even dropping below 10. It was kind of very difficult to get at least any kind of footage. Which was the reason why I decided to take a break from Eternal Crusade, because I did not have anymore the feeling, or I didn't saw anymore the opportunity to contribute to the game in a positive way. So I decided to take a break from it. And yeah, since the latest patch I thought, why not? Let's give it another try. And it's far better, far better, as you'll see here, compared to what it was before. But it's still tricky. I don't know how it is for Intel users. I maybe should ask Valrak, my chapter master of Vigila Mortis, how it is for him. Because on the right top of the screen you can see, or in the right corner, right top corner or top right corner, whatever, you can see my FPS. It's not really huge, but you can see them. And it's kind of weird, because when I joined the game I had something about 60 FPS, maybe even 60 plus, like 61, 62. And immediately when I start like to move, the FPS drops. And it's not like it would drop slowly, like from 60 to 59, 58, 57, down, let's say, to 50. And then maybe it would, after quite a while, start to rise again up to 60. No, the biggest issue right now is issue right now for me is the consistency of the FPS, because it seems to be so that I start the game, let's say, with 50 to 60 FPS, and then bang, it drops to 40, bang, it drops to 30, bang, it drops to maybe even 20, bang, it drops again, but this time not down, it rises again, yeah? And then from 20 to 40. So it's kind of, it's pretty hard to adapt to as a player. It's kind of very hard to adapt to that kind of environment, or to this, let's don't call it issues, but to that difficulty, yeah? This inconsistency makes it pretty hard to adapt to it. These inconsistent FPS dropping and rising again, because it's like I say, and maybe you already noticed, it's 50, bang, it's down to 30, bang, it's up to 40, bang, it's down to 25, and again. And yeah, it's kind of also weird, because it seems to be so that, first of all, the FPS performance has nothing to do with, or at least for me, so far I can say, it has nothing to do with the graphic details or resolution. None. It makes no difference from lowest graphic details and lowest graphic resolution to highest detail, graphic details, and highest resolution. No difference, just 0. Yeah, FPS wise it's just 0. No improvement or no deprovement. It's maybe, or if at all, what I've noticed, the difference is maybe 1 or 2, which is just nothing. But what also is weird, like it seems to be so that the FPS has quite a lot to do with how many players there are, because then lower the player base at all, or then if the player count, the higher the player count on a map, the worse the FPS gets for me. I don't know how it is for other people. This is from my perspective, from my point of view. The more people on one map or in one game, then worse my FPS becomes. And also, it seems to be relied into some areas, because in some areas the FPS drops even below 20, and it stays there more or less. I mean, this is, you'll see, even to describe that issue that I have is kind of difficult because it's so inconsistent. But anyway, this is not even meant to be offended or whatever. I really absolutely have to trust in the game, have huge trust in behavior, and no, I'm not getting anything from them. It's just the passion for 40K and the passion for this game and what I have seen until now. And let's be honest here, when you take into consideration that most of us have no experience what it means when it comes to driving a company or leading a company. Also, most of us are not programmers, so we don't know what it means to develop a game. Yeah, I mean, I have no clue. I would probably burn down the whole building and would not even be able to create one frame or whatever it is called, simply because I have no clue how this stuff works. It's like black magic to me, or dark magic, or whatever. It's forbidden knowledge, and the Inquisition would basically kill me for it when I would touch it. It's heresy. I've just absolutely no clue how programming a game or whatever works. It's like I say, dark magic, and the Inquisition should take an honest look on it. So yeah, we don't know what obstacles or what issues and problems whatsoever behavior has to overcome, and we should not forget they have picked a new engine, which is the Unreal 4 engine. So I believe that even in that case, it's just like learning, not maybe from the scratch, but this is some kind of new engine. It's not Unreal 3, it's Unreal 4, so probably it works differently. I can't even describe it, because I'm a scrub when it comes to that, and I have no clue about it, so I'm not digging into it. But yeah, I think it's legitimate to say that probably this is one of the reasons why the game, and I don't even like to call it a game, because it's so much unfinished, and it's only such a tiny piece that we see from until now, or that they allowed us to see until now, or that we shouldn't judge it as a game. We should judge it as a momentum, or just a smally tiny piece, which it is. And under such circumstances, I'm absolutely fine with it, and I really like it. Especially when you consider how it was in the previous patch compared to this patch. Take a honest look on some of the maps. It looks absolutely different, and not only different, it looks absolutely fantastic. It doesn't mean that our problems are already solved and that everything is perfect. Now, as you probably already noticed in the game, there is some kind of, which I didn't notice previously, but now there is some kind of sound bug or whatever. Sometimes the sound bugs out, and still this corner here is kind of tricky issue. I don't know. This trash on this corner, or whatever it is, molten metal or stone, I don't know. yeah, it makes impossible that you get around the corner. From one side, yeah, not from the other side. I cannot step over it. I don't know what it is, but it's bugged. So yeah, it is what it is. And as you probably noticed here, yeah, I've lost all my ammo. And look at that. My best friend, the bouncing plasma bolt, ball, whatever bug. I thought, ha, I'm loading, charging up my gun, and then I'm hitting you with that in the face. No. The gods of chaos decided, no, we don't allow you to kill this Chaos Space Marine because we love him and we want to have some kids and fun and babies with him. So no, you don't kill that one. We kill you, or we allow him to kill you because we intervened, and yeah, you get my god, my dad, whatever. the scrub in the chair, in the golden chair, let me down. He didn't protected me like the Chaos God did it for the Chaos Space Marine. So yeah, I died. But overall, I'm really fine with it. I think I can start again to at least record videos. I haven't tried it out until now, how it is in stream. I tried it just, I think yesterday it was, so I tried to do some live stream again. But I don't know, it seems there is another issue, because when I stream and I play at the same time, the game becomes very laggy. I don't know if it was maybe just once, it was some kind of maybe provider issues that I had or whatever, not sure about that, but this is what I can tell you. I had I tried to stream and play at the same time, and it was just, oh my god, just every 10 seconds the game started to lag, and also the stream started to lag. So this was kind of not really what I want, and not really what I think it would be a good way to contribute in a positive way into the 40k Eternal Crusade community, so no. But yeah, recording and playing seems to work. Let's see how it will go in the upcoming days. And I promise you also to try different classes, different weapons. At the moment I stay to what I know. It's the plasma cannon, and this is at least something I can rely on. Devastator with that plasma cannon, because then it doesn't matter how good or how bad the FPS is, I can rely on it. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for your attention. Until next time, here is Super Gamma.